Well, down at UCF, we had a lot of freshmen and younger kids play. And this system, both sides of the ball, allows for guys to play early. And, we're going to try to do as much as we can to create competition at each spot. And, I told the running backs, it's may the best man win. And, the guy that's going to do the most consistent on and off the field, and those are the guys we're going to reward. So, every one of these guys will have an opportunity, whether it's special teams or a backup role or a starting role. So we'll just have to wait and see when they get here who can get it done.
What are your thoughts on the way this Coach Frost and his comments today? I'm sure you get excited hearing about his vision for the future and kind of seeing it come to fruition. What are your impressions on his thoughts today?
Well, he's an awesome guy to work for, number one, and the culture that he creates for the guys, they really love playing in his program. And then our coaching staff just does such a great job. You heard him talk about the staff. I love working with these guys. I mean, you look at it, every single person came to Nebraska, and that just, that doesn't happen very often. And so, we have our processes and system in place, and I think that we're excited to be able to get with the current guys and to get to know them and to get better every day. And like Coach said, we want to wake up every day and get better. And, that's our goal every single day.
What's it like seeing the turnout
today? You picked up Maurice Washington today. Can you talk about getting that player?
Well, he's very good. He's a very good player, and he's another guy that he'll get thrown in the fire to give him an opportunity to come in and make an immediate impact. And so I was pretty fired up when he put on the Nebraska hat, and that was a big win as a staff. There's a lot of hard work that went into him, just like all of our kids. Every kid's a win, but Maurice is. He's a happy-go-lucky guy. He's got a great personality, and I think our fans, will love him. When he put on his jersey and ran out on the field, he was all jacked up, and I know that when he's getting 80-yard touchdowns, our fans are going to be real excited to see him operate day to day.
How excited are you about this running back group? Because you got Greg Bell, the junior college transfer from Arizona. How excited are you about these running backs coming in?
I'm excited. We're excited. I'm excited to go to work with the guys that are here, and then once Maurice get here. So this offense is very running back friendly. Because we just get these guys in space, and they have an opportunity to make a lot of plays. And so we'll see. It's a good diverse group, I think, that we have, but again, they have to earn it. Nothing's going to be given to them, and this is such a historic place for running backs. When you look at it, and I feel very honored. I was getting interviewed before, to be able to coach the running backs at Nebraska. That's a special deal. When you got Coach Solich that was here for many years, and all the great players that have been here. And so I take this very seriously, and we've got to be able to get it back to where it's running back year in and year out.
How unique is it for you guys when you're running around all over the country trying to set up your class for this year, but simultaneously setting yourself up, on the home front here as well around the state and trying to, set that foundation for the future? That's a tricky balance, I'm guessing, in year one in the last few months for you guys. What was your plan of attack, I guess, going in with that, and do you feel like you pulled it off as well as you'd like?
Well, everybody in the state of Nebraska, we had a lot of guys that we had to go target, but we also want the coaches in the state to know that they matter, and we're not going to miss a kid in the state from here on out. And now we're not going to get them all, maybe, but they're going to go through us first, and their family, and we want them here whenever they can get here, and that's very important. And so I think the message will always be that we want to start local and branch out to find the best players. And if it's right down the road, that's great. That was we balanced it going out, but then we also wanted our local guys to know that how much we care about them. We want a part of this deal.
Maurice said he felt a deeper connection with the Husker staff. Did you sense that this week on the last visit? When did you think that was tilting your way?
Well, with the rules allowing us to go out once a week, it was fun to be able to start and build a relationship with him a few weeks ago. And then I just felt like it was growing and growing and growing. And then, once his family was able to get on campus, that was great to be able to spend the 48 hours with them. and really to see who we are. Since we're around, we could be around each other more. And you know, this deal in recruiting is about relationships and trust. And you heard Coach Frost talking about, I mean, we're not going to put on an act. We're going to be who we are, and I think that's been a winning edge for us, that people can genuinely see that. And I think if you model yourself and so people can know who you are, you're not going to lie to them, that this is who we are when you show up and you don't bait and switch people. I think that can be a winning edge for us in this program, and that's what we're going to hang our hat on. Now, we might not get other kids because they want more than that, but we're not going to go into that game.
Ryan, 20 years ago you were a player. Today you're on National Signing Day talking about recruits to Nebraska. Put this in perspective. What's this day mean to you?
Oh, I got goosebumps again. I've said that about 10 times. I mean, it's just to be here is unbelievable. It just is. And for a guy that grew up in the Midwest loving this program, you know, that to be able to do this, to talk to you guys is very special to me, and it's awesome. And you know, just to be able to go to work every day and turn the key to my office is awesome. And I'm forever in debt with Coach Frost. You know, he believed in me, hired me at UCF, and obviously bringing me up here. And there's not gonna be a day I'm not gonna go to work for that guy and this program and our fans and everybody and all of our coaches to get this program where it needs to be.
How much does your junior college experience, you think, help you identify this is the type of kid we want out of the JUCO range?
Well, I was there for 5 years, and I was a head coach for 4. And I still wear this, all right, and I'll show you this. The struggle made me JUCO product. And I'll always wear this because I feel for those guys, because I've seen kids that don't get to eat. They eat ramen noodles. And I've seen 10 kids in an apartment in California having to get on a bus for an hour just to go to school. And so I have probably a soft heart for those guys, and obviously having coaching them, that a lot of these kids just go through a lot. But I think that experience allows to be able to kind of sift through the kids that are like, yeah, I don't know if that kid's going to fit with us. And, you know, I don't think we'll be a place that takes 5 or 6 junior college kids a year, but I do think, you know, 1 or 2 or 3, depending on injuries, depending on needs. And so we have to do a great job of finding the kids that will fit our culture and fit our school and represent our university the way it needs to be, just like high school kids. But, you know, if we do it right and do our background checks on guys, that we can get the right kids in here, whether it's junior college or high school. But I think those experiences help. And we also have other coaches, Coach DeWitt, Coach Shenander, that do a great job in the junior college as well. You know, Coach Verduzco was a head coach in the junior college. So it's not just me. A lot of us have connections, and so we all work together very well on that.
I know there's a lot of planning that went in right when you took over the dead period every day, but how much of an on-the-fly aspect was there to finding guys, trying to get them to campus, that sort of thing down the stretch here?
Well, I mean, you know, the thing is the days were, the time was ticking, so you didn't have a whole lot of time. You know, you can't sit there. There wasn't any time to rest. So, you know, you had to find the kids that were, like Coach said, we didn't have as many visits as you would have liked. And so being able to sift through the kids that you know, we couldn't mess with the hats, you know, a guy that had 10 hats on the table. So we had to find guys that were interested in us, that we had a really good chance to get, and then again fit what we did or do. And so there wasn't a lot of time to mess around, but I think our relationships prior and a lot of the kids that we were on before fit this place just like a lot of places, and we were able to get some of these guys obviously signed up on the list today.
Scott talked a lot about how this whole process was a challenging one, going from Orlando to here.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that was made easier by the same staff coming in, having the same people, the same faces that you've known?
Oh, there's no question. I mean, with what, you know, because we had to take over UCF 0-12, and then, you know, you learned a lot year one. You know, we grew together, and what were our mistakes, and we figured those things out, and so we were better, obviously, year 2. And so when we got up here, I mean, basically we just moved areas, and now you know what you're looking for, where our issues are, and you know, that really helped us because we didn't miss a beat, to be honest with you. I mean, everybody knows each other and how everybody is, and our communication's really good. and you know, and our recruiting guys do a great job. It's not just us as coaches. There's a lot of other people that are involved in this, from administrators to recruiting to GAs. I mean, Terry and Joni, our secretaries, are unbelievable. The work that they did. Jared Lambrick and Matt Davison and Adam Clark. I mean, there's just so many people that made this deal happen today for us to have the success. And you know, those people don't ever get any credit, but I tell you what, they do a heck of a job. And you know, Dennis LeBlanc, Keith Zimmer, I could sit here all day and name the people down that were on the visits that were a part of us getting this recruiting class.